The former chief on edge are comments about a complaint filed against an LPD officer. Glover says when he heard that, along with allegations against Captain Mike Brown, he knew he had to stand up and speak about what's right and what's wrong. Former Chief Glover says the executive director of Citizens for New Louisiana, Michael Lunsford, read a citizen's complaint about LPD Captain Michael Brown. Glover says that case was investigated and found it to be untrue in what happened.
He did not touch him. He did not put him in handcuffs and walk him to the car. None of the things that is being said in the news happened. None of the things that was said on the written complaint happened.
Says in that tenant-landlord dispute, Captain Brown wasn't the only responding officer. The chief says a citizen's complaint is not fact. For him, it was the body cam footage that set the record straight, along with what he says was Captain Brown's actions of calling the tax and property office to determine who owned the property.
I ended the inquiry or investigation, whatever you want to call it, because I did sign papers, and that's been sent to the Civil Service Board where it says conduct an investigation.
Once the Civil Service Board was told Internal Affairs did its job, and as the chief, he found no need for further investigation, then that should be that.
I think to clear all of this up, the citizens of Lafayette should demand to see the video. They should demand that. It's 16 minutes, and they'll see that Mike Brown did not threaten him.
Glover pulled back the lid on a report of an LPD officer at the shooting range who shot a deer that wandered onto the property. He says it happened a few months before he was brought on board.
And there was a big limit put on what I could do as a chief of police because that statutory deadline expired.
The former chief stands by his word that 99% of the police department employees are outstanding. He says, but if a small percentage of employees were removed, that department would change. Renee Allen, KLFY News 10.